thought it is, but to be honest, Gavin's looked very good, very strong, so I don't think I can have any complaints if at the end of the day I am beaten.
This is very interesting. Gavin is one of the favourites within the quizzing world to win Grand Slam, the final of Grand Slam, but he seems very nervous today.
Yeah. David's behind, but he looks far more relaxed about life.
Yes.
But I don't know, I wouldn't count Gavin out yet.
Oh, I'm not... Hey, listen, I'm
right.
Absolutely not counting either of them
It's
out.
going to be neck and neck, that's for sure.
Now we're going to be moving on to the contemporary knowledge round.
Yeah.
And Gavin has admitted that he's been sweating up particularly for this because he feels it's his weakest place.
Yeah, I'd like to see whether that's just gamesmanship or not. He has been training hard. He's a library assistant at the Telegraph, so he should be up on current
They're coming
events.
back into the arena now.
Very briefly, though, David feels that this is his strong point because his three favourite subjects are football, politics and music, and that pretty much covers contemporary things.
He is Mr. Contemporary, then. All right. Well, they may both be relatively young, but who's got his fingers on the contemporary pulse? We're about to find out. Once again, the contestants are now in the control of the questioner.
Gavin and David, take your positions. Round 3 is the contemporary knowledge round. As usual, both of you start with 1 minute on the clock. Gavin has 3 switches and David has 2 switches left to use. David, you lost the last round, so you will answer the first question. Your clock will start to count down now. How many Scream films has Wes Craven made?
3.
Correct. Gavin, who was appointed Poet Laureate in 1999?
Andrew Motion.
Correct. David, in which year was Ian Duncan Smith elected leader of the Conservative Party?
2001.
Correct. Gavin, who is the manager of this year's Premiership champions?
Alex Ferguson.
Correct. David, in 2003, which TV chef was awarded an OBE for his services to Cornish tourism?
Rhodes.
Rick Stein. Who wrote the accompanying soundtrack to the 2002 movie About a Boy?
Badly Drawn Boy.
Correct. Gavin, started in 1841. Which magazine finally ceased publication last year?
Punch.
Correct. David, 9 masterpieces were stolen from which Berlin gallery last year?
No idea.
Brooker Museum. In the film The World Is Not Enough, which character had a bullet lodged in his brain?
No, pass.
Renard. What specific name is given to the break that Parliament takes at the end of May?
Recess.
Whitsun recess. London's Millennium Bridge links the Tate Modern and which place of worship?
St Paul's Cathedral.
Correct. Gavin, which author of A Spanish Lover is noted for her Argus sagas?
Penelope Lively.
Joanna Trollope. In which year did the Nobel Peace Prize celebrate its centennial?
2001.
Correct. David, who replaced Mark Lamar as a team captain on Shooting Stars?
Pass.
Will Self. In baseball, which Yankees pitcher has the nickname Boomer?
Pass.
David Wells. Which artist was nominated for 7 Grammy Awards in 2002 but won none?
Pass.
India RE. David, you are out of time. You lose round 3. Gavin, you keep 36.58 seconds to take through to the final round.
I'm surprised.
I think we all are.
Gavin allowed himself a smile there. I really didn't expect that.
Right. It was a very bad result for David because, as we said going into it, that was where he thought he was going to shine.
OK, now Grand Slam is not just a television show. You can also play it on your mobile phone. Thousands of you have registered for the quiz on SMS, where there's a cash prize to be won. So, to play, or if you haven't yet registered, just send the word SLAM to this number, 83188, and everything will be explained to you. So good luck with that. Hope you win something. Now, it looks like we're ready for round 4 down there, and this is words and letters.
Which is where David, you've seen this on Countdown, is a phenomenon. Now, this is his home territory. This is where he can turn it around.
Let's find out what happens. They're now in the control of the questioner.
Gavin and David, take your positions. Round 4 is the words and letters round. As with all of the first 4 rounds, both of you will start with 1 minute on your clocks. Gavin has 3 switches and David has 2 switches left to use. David, you lost the last round, so you will answer the first question. Your clock will begin to count down now. Which church building is hidden in this phrase?
Basilica.
Correct. Gavin, what is the middle letter in architecturally?
U.
C. Separate the author from his novel in this mesh.
Pass.
Stoker, Dracula. How many points is the K-tile worth in Scrabble? 5. Correct. David, which film director is an anagram of Beg's Evil Serpent?
Pass.
Steven Spielberg. Spell euphemisms.
EUPHEMISMS.
Correct. Gavin, which word completes the first and begins the second in this puzzle?
Pass.
Can. Which of these letters would you drop to get a part of the body?
A.
Correct. David, a car, a man, a maraca is an example of which P?
Palindrome.
Correct. Gavin, what is the 12th letter of the English alphabet?
L.
Correct. David, which tree is hidden in this phrase?
Willow.
Correct. Gavin, how many consonants are there in the word reverberation?
6.
7. Separate the planets in this mesh.
Saturn and Uranus.
Correct. David, in the Greek alphabet, which letter comes 2 before tau?
Pass.
Row. Which footballer is an anagram of each mile now?
Pass.
Michael Owen. Spell quandary.
Quandary.
Correct. Gavin, which word completes the first and begins the second in this puzzle?
Pass.
Hand. Which of these letters would you drop to get a hill?
R.
Correct. David, which T is the American name for a dinner jacket?
Tuxedo.
Correct. Gavin, in the English alphabet, which letter comes 6 before Z?
S.
T. Which bird is hidden in this phrase?
Swan.
Correct. David, how many A's are there in lackadaisical?
3.
4. Separate the comedy duo in this mesh.
Badil and Skinner.
Correct. Gavin, in Scrabble, how many W tiles are available?
2.
Correct. Gavin, you are out of time. You lose round 4. David, you keep 11.85 seconds to take through to the final round.
He only just ran out of time on the correct there.
Yeah.
I don't think Gavin will be too disappointed with that.
No, he got 6 out of 12,
Yeah.
which is pretty good going. I think the guy actually who'll be slightly more disappointed was David, because yes, he won that round, but he could have won a lot more. You could see him kicking himself after he missed the Spielberg, but he could have clawed back a lot more time from Gavin there than he did.
Well, yeah, this is it, the reality check. In the next couple of minutes, we'll be finding out which one of our contestants will be going forward to the quarterfinals and who'll be knocked out of the competition and going home £1,000 poorer. One last thought from you, James.
Gavin has an extra switch left. Could that prove the decisive factor?
Well, let's find out as we go back to the Grand Slam arena for the final round, where for the last time tonight, the contestants are now in the control of the questioner.
Gavin and David, take your positions. This is the final round. You start the round with 30 seconds, to which is added the time you have accumulated. Gavin, you kept 46.6 seconds, which means you'll have 1 minute 16.6 seconds on your clock. And David, you kept 11.85 seconds, so you will have 41.85 seconds on your clock. Gavin has 3 switches, and David has 2 switches left to use. Gavin, you lost the last round, so you will answer the first question. Your clock will begin to count down now. What was the maiden name of tennis player Yvonne Cawley?
Goolagong.
Correct. David, what is 21 times 11?
231.
Correct. Gavin, in the US government, the Senate comprises how many members?
100.
Correct. David, the magpie and jackdaw are members of which family of birds?
Crows.
Correct. Gavin, what is the Russian word for both an old woman and a headscarf?
A switch.
Babushka.
Correct. Gavin, in the film Chicken Run, who supplied the voice of the rooster Rocky Rhodes?
Mel Gibson.
Correct. David, what is 9 plus 29 minus 26 plus 3?
15.
Correct. Gavin, in 1901, Marconi sent the first transatlantic radio signal to which country?
Canada.
Correct. David, which R is the study of noses?
Rhinology.
Correct. Gavin, what name is given to a triangle in which all sides and angles are different?
Scalene.
Correct. David, which artist painted Le Moulin de la Galette in 1876?
Renoir.
Correct. Gavin, in netball, what do the initials GA represent on a netball player's bib?
Gold attack.
Correct. David, what is 4/7 of 84?
48.
48. David, whose best-selling novels include A Good Man in Africa?
William Boyd.
Correct. Gavin, what is the 10th letter of the English alphabet?
J.
Correct. David, which South American revolutionary was known as the Liberator?
Guevara.
Simón Bolívar. Which type of art shares its name with both a medical instrument and a journal?
Pass.
Lancet. What is the modern name for the city known as Diva to the Romans? David, you are out of time, which means that Gavin is the winner of tonight's Grand Slam.
First smile I've seen on your face all night. Congratulations, Gavin. Come here, boys. Just an amazing competition. You look wiped out.
Yes,
Absolutely wiped out, Gavin. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now. Because you were against such a fantastic opponent, of course, you didn't gather that much time on the board, so you've actually gone in as number 5 seed at the moment. How do you feel losing not only your own money, but 250 quid from 3 of your friends?
obviously it's disappointing, but to be honest, I think they'd hopefully take a view that I gave my best shot.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to say in the bar later.
Let's hope so.
Well done. Thank you so much, David, for
Thank
taking
you.
part. And thank you, Gavin. We'll see you in the quarterfinals. Thank you. Well, next time we will have two more awesome quizzes who'll be trying to prove that they can become the greatest of them all as they attempt to win £50,000 and the Grand Slam title. We'll see you then. Good night.
That's next Friday at 8, and there's still time to register to play the Grand Slam text quiz, which launches at 9 tonight. Text SLAM to 83188.